Hey, what's going on, Mia? And wait a sec. I should be on time. I think I said 8 o'clock. Um, but if you mean switching back from morning times to evening times, I see what you mean. But I intended to start this late today, so um, I feel like I'm just a couple minutes behind, but we're gonna go ahead and get started here soon. So feel free to grab your snacks and your drawing stuff. I see you won't be able to stick around, so definitely take it easy. Thanks for popping in and saying hey, though. Let's see what's going on. He said, but I'm happy to report that I got the film done and submitted it. Nice. Okay, that's awesome. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, so I didn't get a chance to get the updates as we're going on. So that's really cool. That's really cool, and congrats. Congrats on submitting it. Congrats on finishing it. I think that's a really big thing, like finishing projects and whatnot. So, congrats. I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick post to Instagram to say we are live, so people know. Yeah, I hope that project goes really well. Let me actually post in the link as well. And let me test my audio out. I'm guessing it's working because I see you're responding, so that's good. But I'm gonna hop in myself, make sure the audio is all good. Okay, yeah. Well, I look forward to it when you do get a chance to post it. Frustrated with how long it takes to do all these like shout outs on all these social media, but I'm just gonna do Twitter and Instagram. And then we're gonna get started. Alright, so we just need to post to one more location. Let's see what else you're talking about. It was really stressful because I was doing it at the same time as yet another project, which involves making an outfit, which I've never done before, so I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I'll post stuff about that sometime soon. I finished constructing it, now all I gotta do is keep track of all the pieces. Nice. So is this kind of like a cosplay kind of deal? Are you doing this for like a convention, or are you doing this as something that pertains to that story, that project that you had submitted? Okay. Kind of going. What should we do now? Huh. Excuse me. Okay, let me. Oh, that's what I was gonna check on. I was gonna hop on the live stream as well, just to take a look at the audio, make sure we're looking good. Megan says we're looking good, so. Okay. So what's up? Hey. It's Mega, aka the Art Messiah, here to save you from your art sins. Welcome back to another live drawing session. Today we're going to be doing a couple things. The first thing we're going to be doing is some anatomy practice. The second thing that we're going to be doing is working on some artwork for some merch, because I wanted to finish this set for Zelda, and since the Tears of the Kingdom is coming out soon, I figured it'd be a good time to just go ahead and kind of finish up that set. And then after that, I might do some like chibi artwork, and I also want to go back to a print that I was working on and kind of clean it up and finish up some details. So let's see how far we can get with all those things. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. But before I do that, first I need to go ahead and reset the video capture, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to jump in on Pose Maniacs first and foremost, and do some live drawings, going over the things that we talked about for the previous Friday's video, which was all about how to draw the torso. So we're just going to kind of go over those things, not only as a reminder for myself of everything that I've learned, but also as a chance for people to ask questions during it. And to get some kind of live feedback / commentary. So we're just going to do a couple poses. We're going to start off with some warm-up first though, just 45 seconds, and we're going to do some gesture drawings first and foremost. And we do this just to kind of loosen up the hand a little bit so we're not drawing stiff. Okay, we're gonna click pause. So one practice that I do at the start of all my drawing sessions is I draw spirals, just like this. Okay, and this is just kind of getting my lines warmed up and just the movement of the arm. You want to focus on moving your entire arm and not your wrist. You want to draw with your kind of through your shoulder. So I'll do some square spirals just like that, and I'll also do some circle spirals, spiraling outwards. Again, these don't have to be perfect. You're just working on moving your arm. And then I also do the opposite way. So start big and then go in small. And again, this is just to loosen up, so just go ahead and do a couple of these, do a couple reps until you're feeling pretty confident about your lines and they're looking smooth. And we're going to do a couple more going outwards as well, something like that, and then do some square ones as well, just like this. And again, going the opposite way as well, where you spiral inwards. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to jump into some gesture drawings. I'm going to turn the music up as we kind of blast through these. If people have questions, then just leave them in the chat.
Searching for the thrill, doing everything you can to stay on top of the hill. You say you met someone and now your head is in Brazil. So go for it if that's the deal, cause as long as you say that it's not the type of pressure, and you're taking it day by day, until you find something fresher. Then you ask me, baby, what do you think? I said I've noticed your arrows, and I'm not sure you're ready to hear it, but I'ma tell you this, my dear. Well, can't you see you're looking for trouble? Try to keep it chill, try to keep it real, but you know you saying this in my problem. Asking for my word and then you fucking trip on that. No problem. Backing up on what I don't know if you're ready. You can ask why, but still you're stuck on this path. If someone wants to tell you what's right or wrong, they've probably been missing, forgot what they belong. So now I'm picking a card.
Yo, what up, what up? How's it going? How's it going, Kage?
Let's go. I'm 2 steps away from setting my vision, I know, but now I'm
Working on some drills tonight. We're gonna be doing some warm-up, some pose maniac drawings, and then we're gonna work on some torso drawings, kind of just reviewing stuff from the last video that I made. So yeah, but we're just doing some gestures just to kind of get warmed up first and foremost before we detailed. Now we are going to get a little bit more detailed now. We're going to do 300-second. Let me make sure that this isn't paused. Looks like my video capture paused again. So we're still kind of having those issues intermittently. So not sure why still. But I'm stuck on something for a long time, so I might not be paying attention.
Stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
All right. So we're going to be drawing the torso at all these different angles. So this is going to be kind of a view from the back, and so I typically like to start with the spine when I'm drawing this view. So we're going to do that. We're going to draw on the gluteus maximus right there, and the gluteus medius, which tucks in right there, and the greater trochanter, I think is what it's called, at the side of the leg. That's kind of an important bony landmark. Basically where the bone protrudes from skin fat and the tendon, so that's important to kind of keep in mind. Okay, so this comes up here. Then we got the abs, and we got kind of like the pec coming in there. Okay. Things I like to draw in first. The first thing I like to draw in is the latissimus dorsi. So I'm going to do that. And just kind of show where that connects. And then I also like to show the trapezius. Those two muscle groups are probably like the most important I found in terms of landmarks and kind of figuring out where things are going to go. All right, no worries, no worries. What are you working on tonight? And anyone else here in the stream, what are you guys working on tonight? I will be providing commentary throughout the stream, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to focus on completing and finishing up myself, so I'm going to be going quiet here and there as I'm kind of working through some artworks. Again, at the beginning of the stream, I kind of said what things I'd be working on. One of those things is finishing up a Zelda piece. That's part of a set for these keychains that I have, and I figured it'd be good timing since Tears of the Kingdom is coming out. Okay, so right to the side of the latissimus dorsi, we have the external obliques, and so I'm going to kind of show these wrapping around with downward facing lines because of the perspective, right? And then you have your, I think it's pronounced as serratus, up here. just like so. And let me actually pull up some of the references that I've made on my Twitter. And if you're not following me there, feel free to follow me there on Twitter and Tumblr. I kind of post like things that are like kind of like work in progress and stuff. My Instagram is mostly for like finished pieces right now, so if you guys want more of the behind the scenes look and updates and stuff, that's the best place to go. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Alright, so that's one. Let's go ahead and move on to another section. And before I do that, I'm going to see if I can find. Actually, let me think about. Yeah, I was gonna keep going actually. I was gonna see if I could find. Oh, hold on. I think my stream is paused again. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that my drawing was not showing up. It's kind of frustrating. I wonder if it's if I minimize Streamlabs itself, maybe that's what's causing it. I don't know. It's so strange though. All right, we'll just continue to let me know if it kicks out like that again. Okay, so we're gonna start with a kind of a line of action here. We're kind of getting this twisting motion. All right. We're gonna draw on the latissimus dorsi here, and then we want to draw on these external obliques, which kind of just come in off the side like that. Again, gluteus maximus and minimus, and that kind of connects to the leg, greater trochanter here, and that's when the leg starts. But Not focused on the leg today, just focused on the torso. And go ahead and draw on the trapezius, the muscles here that connect into the shoulder. Alright, so let me kind of come back to the chat though. Okay, so you're working on background drawings and hitting a bit of a breakthrough. Nice. Are you doing studies right now? Or are you kind of working more so on your own stuff? So I know you're doing layouts and stuff before. Are you continuing with that? Or what's going on with that? Alright, and let's do one more kind of torso practice before we move on to the next task. And this one's good for finally doing a side view. The first two are both like back views, so this one will be a good practice to kind of do. Alright, so you come in here, kind of draw in the spine. That's going to help you get the kind of the flow of the pose correct. That's what's majorly important. Starting from the back, we draw on the latissimus dorsi here, and as it connects into kind of the bottom side of the arm here. And then I draw on the trapezius sitting on top of that. And draw in our neck muscles. And something like that. So let's draw in our external obliques. This bottom part of the external obliques, I like to just break it up into two, and then these top, I like to break it up into these kind of like three, like kind of like teardrop shapes, to be honest, is what they kind of remind me of. Right, and then these kind of break up this upper portion, and then your serratus is formed by this connection between the external obliques and there, and then the latissimus dorsi kind of just lays on top of it, just like that. So that is pretty good. Okay, so kind of both taking my time learning it and applying it with drawings I want to do. And I think that's the best method. I found that I don't really remember or learn anything if I do the study, but I don't follow it up with an application. And one of the more important things that I learned when learning backgrounds was like kind of just like the rendering and the textures, if that makes any sense. And just like overall design, like language and shapes. And then once I kind of understood the shapes, what kind of made something feel like something, then I would kind of commit those shapes to memory and then kind of play with them and push them and bring them into my own style and what it was that I was trying to kind of tell with the environments that I'm currently working on. So I think that's a good approach, doing a little bit of both at the same time. Okay, so this little doodle that you see over here to the side is my channel avatar, and I was thinking of potentially using it a little bit more often in videos. So I was thinking if I should have it in like different expressions. And you see this guy kind of show up at the channel intro. So I'm just gonna mess around with this for a little bit. But after this, we're gonna work on some other artwork. I have a lot of different things coming up, a lot of different events coming up, so I'm trying to balance getting back to writing, but also preparing for some of these tables that I'm going to be at. And I haven't quite gotten back to like that hermit mode and kind of like really getting back into writing yet. But in the meantime, I'm kind of trying to do things that are going to not only help out the writing process, but get myself kind of back into the flow, which it's just been really difficult. But I'm trying to spend some time going back and looking at stories and things that have a little bit of the feeling that I'm going for the story that I'm working on. So I've been working on editing up a few kind of like manga analysis, like review video type of things. Maybe something akin to like a how-to writing video slash let's look at like your favorite manga story at the same time. So it's been pretty fun to work on this first one. The video editing is taking a while because it's the first time that I've done something like this, so I'm pretty much having to create kind of a whole new template from like my how to draw video template, and so that's kind of adding on to the time it's been taking to produce. Let's see what else I got going on here. Alright, so we're gonna jump over into something that I wanted to do for like a keychain. So we're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of copy this over into a new document so that we can take a look at this and start doing kind of like a side-by-side drawing. So that this was drawn very small, so we are definitely going to make it much bigger in this case because I have the brushes to kind of do that now. Alright, so first we're going to start off with a sketch. I want to do something, let's see, I want to do something similar for Zelda in terms of expression, but I want it kind of mirrored. This expression's kind of coming over to the left, and I want to do something that's kind of coming over to the right. But I want it to feel similar, but I want it to actually be different. So, let's sketch, let's doodle. And let's get some reference for Zelda. And I want to do Zelda with the short hair. So I think that's actually the new Zelda look for Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Alright, from this photo reference, I can't tell exactly what she's wearing. messing with this and modifying it until we're happy with it. There's a lot of things that are off, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this canvas, and we're gonna correct those things. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this layer, because I like having an idea of how many things that I've corrected. And while I'm doing that, let me also search for a better reference image, if we can find one. If you can find any good pictures. They're not wanting to show us anything good. We don't have much to go off of. Alright, once I find a reference, I can jump back into talking about some of the upcoming stuff that I'll be working on. Okay, looks like I got a little bit of reference from this one, so what we're going to do is we're going to open in that anew. Let's see. Okay, so that's a decent reference for photos. I might have to do one of those things where I just pause on the trailer and try to get a good picture going. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go off of these 2, 3. We're gonna go off of these 3. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this, or we're gonna do something like this. Okay. Alright, so it kind of looks like I'm not exactly sure how this hairstyle works, if I'm being completely honest. But we're going to show it working something a little bit like this. This singular braid is going to come up like that. And it's going to come tuck back down, and then there's going to be hair that comes off the side like so. And we're gonna make this face a little bit longer. I think. placing these eyes better. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just doing some drawing and we're chilling, working on some Zelda fan art. I wanted to make one more keychain to match the Link that I already have drawn, especially since the new game is coming out. So we are working on that right now today. Yeah, so I have quite a few art events coming up. I decided my approach would be to focus in on local conventions, since I don't have to travel and incur all those like travel expenses. So I have a couple coming up this weekend. Not all of them are, well, actually none of them are like anime conventions, but some of them are anime themed. So this Friday I will be setting up at a anime rave. I don't know if anyone here is familiar with Glotaku, but they seem to kind of travel around a bit and set up these like raves in different cities. And people come out in their cosplay and whatnot, so I'm thinking that's going to be a lot of fun. I've never done something on the, I guess, kind of maybe smaller scale in terms of vending, but my hope is just to kind of get some exposure and also to have some fun as well. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But I will be doing some cosplay, probably pretty casual though, because I don't really have time to set up something more elaborate. And I've been kind of going back and forth on what character to do. But I think I'm going to cosplay as Shikimaru, because I just did that recently, or Gyu from Demon Slayer, because that's really popular, and I'm sure there's probably going to be some Demon Slayer people there. But the Glotaku theme is, I think it's called like a Link to the something. So I was gonna dress up as Link because I did a fan art for Link recently. This one right here that you're seeing is a little bit on the older side of things. But I don't know, unless I can put it together tomorrow or Friday. I don't know if that's gonna be a possibility, but it would be cool because it would go with the theme of what the rave is. And I've got some Zelda stuff, so. Okay, so I'm starting to like how this is coming out. I think it looks similar enough to the Link piece while also differentiating itself. And we're gonna have some details that they kind of threw in this most recent trailer. Just kind of got these cool earrings. Just kind of got this choker going on. So let me work on that a little bit. And it looks like it just kind of has like this almost like stone pattern type thing. I like the overall feel for the breath direction it goes, and it's mixed with like medieval and like Stone Age mixed with like kind of futuristic technology, how it's fused with technology, I guess I should say, like an energy source, and so you have these giant beings and creatures and stuff. And I think in terms of the art direction, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so this entire thing is just kind of like jaggedy, because it's like a stone necklace, a stone choker. Okay, so I like that portion. I think we're kind of getting now into these final details. I think we can bring in this side just a little bit to show that the hair is curving inwards because of gravity. And yes, something like this. I'm liking that. Alright, I think here in a little bit we can do some maybe final line work. I don't think we're gonna do the coloring or anything tonight. We'll see. duplicate layer. Also, I just want to see what it looked like before and what we've done since then. So we've cleaned it up and changed it quite a bit since then. So it's always good to, you know, just kind of see the progress you're making as you're going through with the piece, and that gives you a little bit of confidence in what you're doing. Okay, so it kind of comes in there and then it stops. All right. All right. Okay, I think I'm confident enough with this to take it to a polished stage at this point in time. And maybe I should to get some of the additional detail. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. Alright, anyways, let's flip it back to its first rendition. Just to see if we kind of messed up anything. Now, one thing that I noticed right off the bat is that the ears do look just slightly funny, so we can kind of correct that a little bit. And then that's about good. Okay. But besides that, I'm pretty happy with how this piece is coming out. So what I can do is I can turn that to blue and turn that down, and take this and take a pencil dark, yeah, be honest, you can probably use something like that. It's gonna give me a pretty close texture. There's also a mechanical pencil. I'm gonna see if maybe not that. What about this type of pencil? No, it's not gonna work. And then what about this type of pencil? This is good for some detail work here and there. We might make use of that one. But it's a little small. I guess we could increase it. No, we'll leave it the way it is. And let's see, pencil eyes. Let's see how small that is. This is pretty small as well. Oh, thank you. Let's go ahead and get that fixed. Hold on a sec. big creepy crawler on the wall, and I'm waiting for it to get to a position where I can hit it. Yeah, keep going, keep going. I apologize for this loud noise that's coming here. Sorry about that. It was one of those big, not that big, but it's like one of those like centipede type insects. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know? You guys know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right? Why, thank you, why, thank you. Yeah, I was one of the ones that had like all those legs, like unnecessarily. Like, why do you need that many legs? I think the worst part is just a jump scare for me. It's like when it just shows up out of nowhere. After it shows up, I can deal with it. Sometimes. I may not want to, but I feel like the eye isn't quite looking the correct way. I need to actually move it up. And over. Something maybe like that a little bit. And also this needs to not be so sharp going up. Something like that. I would be screaming, killing it, but still screaming to instill fear in their enemies. I mean, sometimes that adrenaline just kicks in, and the screaming is a part of that. Alright, so the hardest part for me is always trying to keep this stuff symmetrical. It's like I kind of hate drawing the face head on like this because it's so hard to get that symmetry correct. But we're trying our best here. We're gonna flip it a couple times before we, like, you know, really hammer it in. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it's coming out okay. Sweet. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'm gonna put the blushies on a new layer because I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. So we're just gonna do 3 left and right. Something akin to that. Yeah, I do like the added detail of the kind of like that headpiece. I think it adds to the overall design. So we're gonna keep that in there. Yes, it's still going. It is still going. We are, trying to finish up some artwork for some convention tabling, so we're trying to get as much as we can done. We're gonna be streaming to around 10 o'clock, so about a 2-hour stream. We're gonna stop with the line work for this one though. I'm gonna color it up later, either next stream or just when I have some free time. Pencil back out. I think that's kind of like a stone that's coming off. Yeah, it's like a teardrop stone a little bit. So do something like that. Okay, that's what's up. I see a lot of people pouring in. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hey, what's going on, Asher? Welcome into this stream. Are you working on anything tonight? Are you just chilling? What's up? What's good? Let me zoom out just a little bit just to see what it's looking like. You can't work too close in. Well, you can, but you might run into a lot of issues if you work too up close. So this is looking pretty good. I just want to add in really the details of kind of like the headpiece, and that's mostly it. Yes, it is. I am on a little bit of a streak. One, I'm excited about the new game coming out, but I wanted to kind of finish off the set. I didn't get a chance to, you know, draw Zelda as well, so definitely wanted to try my hand at her design. Let's add in the rest of these touches of detail. It looks like, let's see here, there's a little bit of design going on. Looks like there's like a strip of pattern. These earrings kind of, I'm gonna do this on a new layer so I don't mess it up, but these earrings do have a little bit of a pattern. Did you say anything about what I told you about the outfit project? I missed that. Oh, I think I was just asking if that project was for the story you're working on. I asked if it was like a cosplay for a convention. I was just trying to understand kind of the, I guess, the use case for it. Type of thing, like where you're gonna be using it at, if that makes any sense. So something like that. How about that? Oh man, this stream freezing. I'm telling you. Hopefully it's not frozen anymore. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it looks pretty good on my end. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, so no detail. Let's go ahead and get rid of these blue lines. We'll keep this in as... Oh, no. Did not mean to do that. I meant to take this and take the opacity down on that. Alright guys, what do we think? Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with that. It's truly strange. I've tried all kinds of solutions at this point. So I guess I'll just kind of keep trying things, but it's kind of annoying. Just gonna do two things real quick. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna erase out those shoulder lines. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and flip the image and see what we're dealing with here. Edit, change, rotate, flip canvas, and we're gonna rotate it, or we're gonna flip it horizontally and just kind of see how we're dealing. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. Both directions look to be pretty. Alright, nice. This is gonna be a good set. Okay, we're just gonna stream for a little bit while longer. Let's see what's going on here. It looks nice. Thank you. Cutie pie. For sure. I think the short hair and the earrings, I think that was a step up from Breath of the Wild. I think actually the design for both Link and Zelda looks cooler. 100% cooler this time. And I kind of want to make an updated drawing for the new Link. I'm gonna guess it's when he like it's at the very beginning of the game, because it seems to be like his base form type of thing. For some reason, my liminal space pool video is gaining more views for the past few days and has more view than any other videos. I posted like 3 months ago. I don't know why I mentioned that, but whatever. I think it's, I don't know. YouTube is strange. Is a strange place. In terms of, I have no idea why some videos do better than other videos, and there's some videos of mine that have just like, they'll just like randomly start doing like well. They'll like randomly take off, and I'm like, am I missing something? Like, so I don't know. I'm kind of just at the point where I just create the videos I want to create, and if they do well, they do well. And if they take off later down the road, then cool. But it's kind of hard to plan for that kind of stuff. The blob of yellow behind Link's head makes it kind of look he has a big ponytail. I can see that. And I had cleaned that up before, but sometimes when I'm coloring, I just like put in big blobs and then go in and clean later, and that's what I did. So I don't think this is necessarily the final version that I have of that piece, because when I made keychains out of it, it was definitely clean. I wouldn't have that yellow blob, but hey, I guess it's, potential new design, maybe. With some of my shorts, as in the short videos, it gets ignored for about a day and then blow up the next day. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I have not done shorts on YouTube yet. I've done like reels on Instagram and then TikToks, but I haven't tried shorts here, and I don't know. I might just be like old. I might sound like an old person, but I like long form videos, and that's why YouTube is kind of my favorite spot right now. And yeah, I don't want to create for YouTube like I create for like TikTok or Instagram, where it's like instantaneous. I want to be able to take my time. So yeah, this is actually going to be shrunk down a little bit to probably match the link, but we'll probably color it at this size. Most of my videos are shorts. They get viewed more because people just scroll through the shorts feed. They don't pick out the videos they're watching. Yeah, that's true. They just pop up in their face whether they like it or not. LOL. Yeah, I mean, they are attention grabbing, and the continuous vertical scroll is something that people kind of get just like lost in. So it's kind of designed that way on purpose, so it makes sense that you probably get a lot more views. Of course, the views are probably for a shorter amount of time, but I don't know, maybe I should just go ahead and get on that as well. Okay, so we're gonna deactivate my screen just for a second, because I am going to try to locate the artwork that I want to work on. And actually, yes, this is the most up-to-date version. Okay, so I just wanted to come in here and fix up some of the coloring. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of mess around with that, with this for a little bit. Let's see here. And the idea here is not necessarily to get too fancy with it. Just kind of cleaning up some colors. We're gonna come back to that here in a second, but my layers are kind of like crazy messy because I was trying to get my colors down like really quickly, and then I ended up just like not having the time to come back and correct some things because I was kind of rushing for a convention, and now I just want to like not make it perfect, but just kind of go through and correct some of the stuff and do a little bit of paint overs just for a couple of these areas that need it the most. My most viewed video is actually a short, which has 2,000 views. Nice. And just so you know, that short was for a 3-second long video of a weird looking peanut shell. For real. See, it's just, I don't know, it's so random. You know, and it's kind of the same way on TikTok and stuff. I just saw a random video today that had like 1.5 million likes. Which means that it's probably has like at least 100 million views. And it was like a 3-second video. Also, I took it by accident and later decided to post it. I mean, that's a happy accident, so that's good. And sometimes you don't know, so it's like just kind of put it out there and see what happens, right? Never would I have ever anticipated that my most viewed video would be a short clip of a literal peanut that I accidentally took when I was trying to take a picture. By the way, like your rough, painterly art style reminds me of gouache. Thank you. Some of the brushes I have actually are like meant to mimic kind of that gouache look. So I'm glad that kind of like comes through, and I do want to retain that painterly look, even like when I go up to like clean things. I wanted to make it feel like it's traditional, even though it's digital, because you know, I don't know, I like that. I like the painterly kind of traditional look. I think it gives a piece a lot of character. And so even as I'm like zooming in and working on stuff, like you can see just like how much of it is still so, you know, painterly, just rough, and you can see the actual brush strokes, and like I've spent time on every detail and every location. The messier painterly art styles are good because your mistakes are less obvious. LOL. Which, with super clean lines, mistakes stick out like a sore thumb. That is also very true. That is very true. You know, when you go in with that clean, line work, like, if all the stuff was crispy clean and then the paint was not, that would look off as well. But I'm sure if you zoom in and stuff, and I don't know, people might question kind of what's going on here and there. But, you know, as I said before, I like it. And the only thing that I want to do is maybe get just like a tad bit cleaner. But when you zoom out, like, you really can't tell. That's the thing. Like, you really can't tell when you're like zoomed out. Also, I think the mistakes actually add a little bit of like visual interest. So I kind of try to lean into that as much as I can, as much as I can get away with, because it gives more stuff for people to look at as they're like viewing the piece. Okay, so you can see I missed a few spots of paint here and there, and that's okay. But yeah, one thing that I've been keeping in mind is just like color theory and actually looking at color and not like limiting myself, allowing myself to kind of play with color a lot more. And what's helped me kind of do that is by not taking too much time to paint in between the lines, but doing quick color splashes and just getting the overall feeling of what it looks like, right? Okay, so one part that I definitely want to spend some time rendering is going to be this vehicle back here. I've been meaning to render it for the longest time, and I just have not. But I wanted to see if I can kind of now draw in a little bit more texture and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and try to hop to that layer. I don't know if it's one layer, it looks like it is, which is perfect. What is that? That has a 78% opacity. I'm gonna need something on top of that. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of come in here, grab colors, and just start going at it. So the difficult part is gonna be to try to make this feel like metal. Alright, so we're gonna try to get some of this shiny detail in here. And again, this is where the experimentation kind of happens, because you're kind of seeing what works and what doesn't work. Now, one thing I remember when rendering metallic looks is that you want to put a really strong light right next to a really heavy dark. So like right here is where you'd want to use something like that, and that's going to kind of give it this impression of it being metal. So I think we are going to try something like that. But we're going to need to use this kind of effect sparingly, or at least this very, very, very bright color. Come on. Keeps on jumping down to a different layer. Like, have you ever seen that meme that's of a cartoon dog woman whose nose is shaded in such a way that looks like a hole? That's a good example of what I mean. I'm not sure I've seen that. A cartoon dog woman whose nose is shaded in such a way that looks like a hole. Anyways, it's gonna jump up to some of the things that, because when people look at drawings in a messy style, they look at it not expecting it to be perfect. That is right. Yeah, with messy art styles, mistakes can actually look interesting, and like there are stylistic choices, while the clean styles, they just look awkward and unintentional. Yeah, and right now I'm just experimenting and having fun, so I'm sure I'll look back and I'll be like, wow, I really wish I clean that up, or whatever the case may be. But you know, even if that's the case, I still like being able to do that, you know. I like being able to have something to like compare and be like, wow, I've improved or I haven't improved. And so I like to do my best as like quickly as possible, instead of like belaboring something and not really giving myself the time to experiment more. In my opinion, more is better in terms of you want to see how much you can kind of push yourself. Alright, well, I'm going to be kind of closing up here soon. I feel like there's so much more that I could add and that I want to add, but we're going to save that for another day. I'm coming up to that 2-hour mark, and so I want to try to honor that. Actually, I'm a little bit past that 2-hour mark, about 20 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and begin to lay down this pen. Just making adjustments here and there. That is all. Alright, guys, well, again, thank you so much for coming out. We did all kinds of artwork, and it was a lot of fun to be able to just chat with you guys and work on some stuff and chat as I get some work done. As per usual, if you like these live streams, I do these every Wednesday at 8. I'm trying to determine some new times, but for right now, I want to get back into writing, and so I'm kind of going into a hermit mode. So, I will try to be around, but to be quite honest, I'm trying to get into just like the writing zone, and that's one of the more difficult things to get into. So it takes a lot of just like meditation and just like the music and the inspiration and the music and stuff, and so I can't really like talk or like multitask while I'm doing something like that. And so the next month to 2 months to 3 months, we're gonna keep it pretty chill. I'm gonna try to come for the Wednesday streams, but more so look out for some story analysis videos. We're gonna be going over some of my favorite anime, such as One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, and much more. Some shoujo as well. So I hope everyone takes it easy. Thank you so much for coming out and just being here with me and chilling and drawing. It's always a ton of fun. I love hosting these kinds of like art jams as well as going to other people. So yeah, can't wait to talk to you guys again. Good luck on all of your guys' projects. Good luck on those backgrounds, Kage. Good luck on the outfit you were putting together. And until next time, peace and love and deuces.